the evening show, BBC Radio Cornwall, and a show which looks at some of Cornwall's famous visitors of the past and whether they enjoyed themselves being in this part of the country, is being staged at the Acorn in Penzance on Thursday. It's called Wish We Weren't Here, and it's being performed by Camidge Stringer. It was premiered at the St Ives September Festival, and Jack Stringer, one half of Camidge Stringer, is with me now to tell us more. Evening to you.
Hello, Tiffany.
Hello, good to speak to you. Wish You Weren't Here. What a great title for a show to begin with. How did this idea come about then? Because you're talking about kind of people like George Eliot and D.H. Lawrence, people of note over the years. How did this idea come about finding out what they thought of their time in Cornwall?
Well, as you know, Camidge, the other side of me, is a historian. So she had sort of like knew of these people that had come to Cornwall. She has an interest of who comes down. And what with last summer being like a record-breaking year of visitors and everyone really enjoying themselves coming to Cornwall after lockdown period, we just thought, I wonder if there's anyone that doesn't like Cornwall. And so we got chatting about that, and Linda said, well, yes, there is. There's quite a lot of research that can be done to start to find these people. So we thought, well, where can we set this show? And we thought we'd set it in a tourist information office in St Ives. But actually in a year's time, so in March 2023. And when Cornwall's even busier.
Oh. Do you know something we don't know about that? So it's set in the present, and you are playing modern characters, but you're interweaving that then with some of your research, or some of Camidge's research, about these well-known figures. Yes. So you managed to drop that into conversations. Is that how it works?
Yes, that's right. Well, what it is I've just come back after furlough, and Camidge has been down in the archives looking at some old complaints in the complaints department, and she's found all these letters, and she's brought them out, and we decided to do a training exercise by seeing how we would have sorted them today. So we're looking at complaints from the 1800s and seeing how we would have solved them with modern day things.
I love it. And as I mentioned, you performed it first at this St Ives September Festival. I bet it went down very well there.
Yes, they really got it. You never know with things that are humorous but also factual what people are going to think, but they really entered into the spirit of it. It's a multimedia show, so there's film and music, so it's very accessible for everyone, all ages really.
And what I love in kind of part of the blurb about the show is, about your in-depth research. You even use Wikipedia, of course.
Yes.
That's how...
we don't spare anything. We don't. Yes, Wikipedia comes into it a lot.
And was it quite enjoyable for you to read some of the stories of people who visited in the past?
Well, it's wonderful. We've got Dylan Thomas, who came down in 1936.
And he got married as well, didn't he?
He did the next year. But when he first came down, he stayed out near Land's End at Poljigger. And he wrote home complaining about the amounts of ferrets there were in the fields. And also that when he went to use the toilet, which was down at the bottom of the garden, he was just terrified in case he was going to be bitten by bugs all the time.
I love it. You couldn't make it up, really, could you?
That's right. We had and Robert Louis Stevenson was down when he was a young man with his parents staying in Penzance, and he wrote about the bleak scenery down here. So we thought it was probably raining.
Yeah, probably a bit foggy as well, dreary. It's just fascinating. And did you have quite fun as a double act, kind of combining history with a bit of humour to bring this show together? Because I think you play assistant manager in the tourist information, don't you? And then
that's right.
And then to manager Linda, and you're kind of talking about lockdown, but also then these former complaints, as you say, and you just chat about it. So it's not only entertaining, but it's educational as well, isn't it? I like to think.
Well, yes, it is. Yes, it is as well, definitely. I mean, Linda, because Camidge has always got to be the boss, really, in our shows. But she's somebody in the tourist information who's been there since she was a girl, so she's always worked in the St Ives Tourist Information Office. But I've come after the closure of the Club 18 to 30 holidays.
All right. So you're used to a different style of
yes,
yeah,
that's
work.
right. I've come in from Benidorm 5 years earlier, so still adding a bit of 18 to 30, even though I'm no longer 18 to 30.
Oh, it sounds wonderful, and and it must be lovely for both of you, to be out performing again now after so long.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's brilliant. It really is. Yeah, we're hoping to sort of during lockdown we've got a lot of new shows together. So, and we want to take them out next year, all to small places, hopefully, small villages that don't usually have some theatre, or pubs, back rooms of pubs. We'll perform anywhere.
And is there a chance that, as well as, obviously this is going to be at the Acorn on Thursday, but, if there's demand, would you put this one on again?
Oh, definitely. We'll come and perform people's front rooms if they want us to. But we hope to open a fridge door and we'll do it. But we're hoping to set up a spring tour of this show.
Lovely. So, but anyone that wants to get in and see it now, and this time of year, it's not quite Christmas, but everyone's thinking about it. But we wanted to think about something different. It's on Thursday evening at the Acorn, and tickets are available from the Acorn itself, aren't they?
That's right. Yes, through the Acorn website. Yes,
which is the Acorn Penzance.
That's right.
Is that right? The Acorn Penzance, yes.
That's right, yes.
Yes, yeah. That's what I thought it was that. So go on there and have a look for tickets. And, you want people to have a laugh, really, don't you? Oh, that's right. At the interval, we're giving everyone feedback forms so that they can tell us, their favourite parts of Cornwall, and hopefully in the second half we can read out some of their ideas. Oh, I love that. You see, I think people are always up for that, aren't they? As long as they can be anonymous, people aren't going to mind, aren't they?
That's right. We'll see what they've got. We'll see what they think of how Cornwall's doing.
Oh, well, we wish you all the best with it. I'm just sad that I'm working on Thursday, but if you're going to be on tour next year, hopefully I'll be able to see it then. There is a particular song, isn't there, that's kind of runs alongside this show, which Wish You Weren't Here, Thursday night at the Acorn in Penzance. Do you want to tell us a little bit about this song and why it's important to the show?
Well, Tiffany, when we were looking for a theme tune for our show, there could be no other, really, could there?
Well,
has to be Cliff Richard's Summer Holiday.
So we will leave you with that. We'll think of faraway places, and we wish you luck for the show on Thursday night. Thank you for your time this evening, Jack.
Thank you. Thank you, Tiffany.